Hello everyone, today I have another farm to show you, and this time it's a most special one. So it's a leaf farm for birch leaves, and there hasn't been any leaf farm before. The only reference I had was something Mango showed in the SciCraft episodes more than a year ago, I think. But other than that, I haven't seen anyone making a dedicated leaf farm, and that's what I did here. And I guess we can just check how fast it is. The speed in theory would be 12.48k, oh, there should be a k, leaves per hour. And this was tested with the players in Carpet Mod. So if you have a perfect connection to the server, you can get that many leaves. But in reality, it's not that many. I tested with my player and with my connection to our creative server, and I got around 12 to 12.1k leaves. So that's what you can expect with a stable connection and a good server. And you get 32.8 leaves per tree, which is almost the maximum you can harvest, with still harvesting enough leaves to get enough saplings back. Then you shear 380 trees per hour. And that's basically it. There's some information how to use this farm, but I will talk about that later. I will first explain how it works. So we can quickly change the game mode. Right here we have the tree growing chamber. It just looks like a tree farm. So on the back we are destroying enough leaves to get one sapling per tree. So you can, in theory, infinitely AFK if you have enough bone meal. And so the leaves are getting destroyed just in this area, and your player will harvest all the other leaves of the whole tree. Then they will be collected by the hoppers and hopper minecarts underneath of here. The collection is still a nightmare. I don't know, the hoppers are somewhat bugged, because if I throw items, they suck up the items as usual, but sometimes they just don't suck up the items, even though they are not powered or anything. So I don't know if someone has experienced that as well. And that's why I just spammed hopper minecarts everywhere to really pick up all the items. Then, to also not use up your shear, I'm using mending shears, and of course I need an XP source to repair them, and I decided to go for a skeleton spawner and kill the skeletons with this dog right here, so you can get the XP, and that's more than enough to repair your shear. You can even get a few XP extra. I first wanted to use gold farm because there you wouldn't need a brewing system, what I have right here, to throw a healing potion at the dog every now and then. Every 20 minutes to be exact. I just have a daylight sensor. You have to refill the potion ingredients right here and use up one potion every 20 minutes. And with a portal XP farm for pigmen, you wouldn't need that, obviously, but I just couldn't get it to work without a player. So basically a skeleton shooting at a zombie iron golem. I even asked XCOM for help, but he also couldn't get it to work. We tried for hours and didn't really work reliably, so I just went for the easy solution with the spawner and the dog. Then I also collect the bones and everything. I basically collect all the items, so you also get some logs to destroy the logs. I have just have a wither here. Obviously in your usual survival world you can't have this wither at this height, and probably not as close to the skeleton spawn as here, but you can just use any TNT, blast chamber, or maybe even burn the logs, I think, because it's that slow. You only get 300 logs per hour. You should be able to burn them just with fire. Alright, so I collect all the drops. Here are the leaves, here are the saplings that are getting harvested. So if this dispenser is completely filled up and there are some extra saplings you get, they will be transported in here. Then some bones from the skeleton spawner. And that's basically it. On this side, there's the input for the bone meal, and then for pumpkins. So you might ask, why would you need pumpkins again for a leaf farm? But they're actually quite useful because you can auto-place them with dispensers. And that's a trick. So you basically have some snow here in the back. This is also directional, so if you build this, you should build it in the same direction. Have some snow here, and it tries to summon a snow golem, but it can't, so it places the pumpkin right here. And I do this by having one slot in one dispenser, filled with a pumpkin. So dispensers shoot out random, but at some point it will try to place the pumpkin and it will place it. And yeah, the reason why I dispense a pumpkin is it's faster to mine. So to use this farm, you have to hold left and right click at the same time. And to use the right click action again, you first have to mine a block. And that's why, this pumpkin, it's twice as fast to mine as a log. And it really speeds up the farm by quite a bit. There are also other methods. I first tried a wither skull because I thought it's even faster to mine, but it actually isn't, and it has a weird hitbox. And I think that's basically it, what you can auto-place. So I went with the pumpkin, and I also have some pumpkins in here because I first had a slot of pumpkins in every single dispenser, but you don't need that. So you really need a slot of 3 for the pumpkin, every single dropper, and also in the hopper line. Going back. Just one slot. And you really have to pre-fill them before using the farm. So those always have to be filled. That's also why I have this detection here. If it's empty, the farm will automatically stop. Alright. Then I think that's basically it. How this farm works. And I can show you how to use it. And it's actually quite tricky, so pay attention and use it exactly as I do. So you need these items. You need shears with mending and unbreaking and efficiency. I don't know if that's really needed. Not really, I think, but just enchant them like that. Then respiration. Oh, it should be respiration 3 actually. Well, doesn't matter actually. You won't drown. Then, obviously, birch saplings and some items to fill your inventory. So you need the Aqua Infinity is the most important thing on this helmet to mine faster underwater. Then the saplings in your offhand and fill your inventory completely. Then you flick this lever, jump into this farm, try to not touch any minecarts as I did right here. It's really hard. Then you open your free menu and jump right in here. Because right here is a string to detect, when you go by it stops the leaf breaking. And you should actually turn down your controls to this. You really need the exact alignment, otherwise it won't work. So it's also mentioned on the signs outside, but I just show you. So you need to aim at exactly minus 75.8. No, 95.8 and 71.0. So it takes some time. Let me quickly do that. Bit to the left. You see the skeleton spawn is already active. You're getting some XP. It should be quite accurate. It's not quite. It's so hard, but as soon as you get it to work, you can just run it forever and use the F11 trick to tap out. This should work, I think. Then you sneak. First click right, then left. And then, no, this is not right. Wait, you really need the exact alignment. Always sneak. Do not open the dispenser. This should work. Like that. In theory, it should be 71.0, but it also works like that, but better do it with the right orientation. And then you just hold left and right click, and you will get cycled around by the water stream and harvest leaves. And then you can tap out and do this forever, basically. Yeah, just works like that. Alright. Yeah, you can do this forever now. And to exit this farm, you just, first of all, you have to adjust your controls again to really move out. You just jump off here and go outside again. So you also won't starve if you have a regeneration beacon. You also need a haste 2 beacon, and the other ones are just optional. To mine the pumpkin faster, the haste 2 is needed. And yeah, you will get 12k leaves per hour. Then if you exit, you just turn it off again and you're done and have a ton of leaves. Also, what I want to mention, the spring system and everything basically in this farm is not really compact or anything. You could have made it more compact and better probably, but all I care about is the speed of the farm, and I think 12k leaves per hour is really a lot. As I said, the only reference is Method's farm from like 1 year ago. I don't know the speed anymore. It's probably like 3, 4, 5, 6k or something like that. I don't remember. So this is already double the speed. I hope you like this, and maybe some people will build it because leaves are not that easy to farm. And well, nothing more to say. Also, if you build this underground, you don't need the roof, obviously, because it's underground. It's just to cover the skeleton spawn and maybe prevent some light updates from the moving blocks, even though the farm is really, really lag friendly. Alright, so hope you like it. Leave your feedback in the comments. Maybe you have an idea how to improve this farm. I actually don't have an idea. I also tried minecarts and llamas to sit on and then move them around and everything with piston tapes, but in the end this turned out to be the fastest and most reliable way to make a leaf farm. So yeah, hope you like it and see you next time. Bye.